I've just been sweating so much lately. I don't know why I'm doing it. I'm sorry about this. It's just saying something about it makes me feel better about myself, talking about my faults. Anyways, welcome to Midnight Crisis. I'm Paper.
I'm monkeys. I am a monkey.
Good job.
Also, I know you. I see you. You watch it. I can see your face.
The audio listeners?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I know you're not listening past like the first 30 seconds. In which case, we already lost your attention. And that's okay. You're not obligated to. But I think it'd be fun. Just focus on one, get through it, and see if you like it. Go with the most recent because they're the best. Don't go with the first one. That one's awful.
Oh, the first one's definitely awful.
Oh.
All of them are awful in their own way.
Oh no, they're all awful. The awful.
One of them's just bad.
The awfulest.
The awfulest. Awfulest to worst. No, but let's start with our first topic. I'm assuming you
crap,
have
I
something.
don't have my phone.
Oh.
I
disappointed
knit
in
now. I knit. I've been starting knitting. Okay, that's next one. We just keep listening for 1 hour, just a bullet point of
Just bullet points of, like, our lives. Not even. It'll probably
keep
just...
them distracted. I'll go get my phone.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Can't think of much on my own. Then again, I'm pretty sure... Oh, hey, you're back.
What are you talking about?
Oh.
Boys.
Nothing.
You know I'm gonna hear. I'm the one who edits all these.
Yeah, I know.
If you want to hide something,
No,
this is the worst time to do it. Any time talking that's I'm not in the room. would
No,
be
I've been
equally
talking
as-
about nothing. I've been talking about nothing.
All right. You failed your job.
It was only for like...
Oh, we're talking about art planets. We never got to that. We just talked.
Do we want to go to that, though? We, like, centered, like, most of the
We just
last
went-
episode.
No, we went into like just general debate about
Just general
art.
debate about
We
art,
didn't
yeah.
talk about what happens if humans get to the point where like there's some artists who can make like sculptures and stuff out of planets and entire galaxies. Like we have the technology to move planets around, change their velocities and stuff, and like you have something that's called like the De Les Monte, and it's just like two suns spinning around an Earth in the middle. And then people like live in these like go onto these space stations to watch it as they orbit around the artwork. And at that point, like you gotta wonder, what is a god and are we it?
No. I think that would definitely be interesting, but mainly for the wrong reasons.
Why?
Just imagine this planet that's like structured like Winnie the Pooh, but like the technology fails and it just makes a cataclysmic disaster.
I don't think you can create a planet that looks like Winnie the Pooh.
No. You just somehow you do that, and like I don't know what would happen, like because it's proven that like the perfect shape for a planet is a sphere.
Reports now say that a giant Winnie the Pooh is crashing into Earth.
No, but you don't understand what I'm trying to say. So I'm assuming it's a giant 3D model of Winnie the Pooh that's like maybe moon or Earth sized or something like that, and like they have like some gravity stuff going on where they can make it an actual 3-dimensional shape before it collapses on itself and makes a sphere. Now imagine that goes wrong, it malfunctions, and what would even happen in that situation?
When it starts, if you're saying it would collapse inside.
Yeah, it would collapse.
So basically,
itself.
all the workers on the giant Winnie the Pooh would have the ground shift violently, or I mean, it could also go slow over millions of years, depending on how big it is.
I guess it could.
If it's like Jupiter size, it's gonna it's gonna be a big event.
But I feel
earthquakes, lava's gonna appear from the ground.
I want to imagine that like it's been constantly trying to like collapse in on itself, except it's just constantly like pulled back.
Yeah.
So like there's just a lot of like potential energy going into like collapsing in on itself.
Yeah.
So like when whatever like gravity locks or whatever holds it together just fails, that just goes
Winnie the Pooh dies.
It's just,
Mommy, what's happening to Winnie the Pooh? And all of a sudden you see his body going on itself.
his head just starts like flowing out with lava.
Yeah.
Like through his
And then
eyes.
his eyes about all the orifices, it just starts lava everywhere. And then you just see, you know what's, that would be more terrifying than just like something destroying the entire statue.
Yep.
This beautiful statue of Winnie the Pooh just gets concentrated into a ball. And then that's it, it's just gone. But it's still there, it's the ball, it's just
It just becomes a ball of yellow and
what
red.
once was.
What once was Winnie the
Winnie the Pluto.
Winnie the Pluto. That would definitely be the name of the artistic work, Winnie the Pluto. If it was like moon-sized or something. Oh. And like, you gotta think. Welcome back. But you gotta think bigger sometimes. Like, you can have Winnie the Pooh, but like, what if you got Goofy?
Oh.
Like, just lanky. Like, he's mostly skinny, you know?
This is a big stick in space.
Yeah, he's basically a big stick in space. What happens when that collapses in on itself?
It just becomes a bigger planet, I guess.
Just a bigger planet.
A much bigger planet.
Like, in... It's kind of hard to say this because it's a circle or a sphere.
I feel
Like, in width size?
What's so weird about this is imagine that it could hold itself together,
Yeah.
but like the things on it wouldn't. So if we had like a giant Goofy-sized stick, the center of gravity is right here. So Newtonian
You
physics.
say right here. Our audio listeners don't know what right
Okay,
here
imagine
is.
a giant like rod and imagine like a red point in the middle. That's where that would be. If you're standing like on the end of the rod, Newtonian physics would say that you would point towards the center of gravity, which would be on a slant to your perspective. You'd be standing, looking down and seeing a giant slope of Goofy going there. Well, assuming that we consider that, if we had to, really, it's every single atom that's pulling every single one of your atoms. And now I gotta think about this. You're standing on the edge. There's no force pulling you back, so you would fall into the Goofy. Keep talking, I gotta figure things out.
You would become one with Goofy.
I would become the gravity is so great that the bones in your body just shatter and trying to stand on it. So you just become one with Goofy. He turns into a black
Another
hole.
soul for the goof.
He turns into a black hole.
A Goofy-shaped black hole, like a silhouette, a shadow of Goofy.
I don't even think he could do that. I am Goof.
I am Goof, eater
He's
of worlds.
His tummy just like turns into a black, like something malfunctions, turns into a black hole. It starts spinning and absorbing everything. The orbit, like the little thing that's in orbit, starts barreling towards the center of Goof. The children are crying as they see the great Goofy appearing as they look into his black abyss tummy. Tonight, CNN. Tonight on, we've heard a large tragic event. Artistic design Goof, Planet Goof, has created itself into a black hole. The artist said it was always a risk that a black hole may be made, but the possibility wasn't worth the money made. The orbiting space station quickly, with incredible vigor, and without a shred of possibility for hope, barreled towards Goofy's belly button, getting eternally absorbed into the Goof. The modern Goof art is now barreling through the planet and shall return to Earth in 1,000 years.
Now for the weather.
No, it's just one of those things like, oh my god, it's a dog parade, look at him go! And the people are sitting at home like, wait, we only got 1,000 years left until Goofy eats us all.
Goofy is too powerful. He
I
cannot
shall
be
send you
stopped.
to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
I'm gonna send you to the Shadow Realm, Mickey.
Become one with Goof. If there's a cult, and a bunch of people are like, become one with the Goof, and they like create a giant ring circle around him, and they all let go, and they just accelerate at incredible speed.
Judgment Day arrives, and Goofy is just in the sky,
Yeah, like,
about the
it's
same
blood.
size of the sun.
It's a blood. No, it's bigger than. Well, it'd be a black hole. I don't think you'd even. Let's just for the joke. Let's just say that only his tummy is a black hole. But he still looks like.
He still looks like.
Even though he would like.
Yeah, he would collapse and become a black hole.
You can see blood red sky. You see a Goofy off of there coming at you. Basically the size of the moon, maybe, even though he'd be further away. At that point, I think you'd already be dead.
Yeah,
Like, that would be the last few moments. You'd be sitting there. All the oxygen of Earth would be depleting, rushing straight towards it. Matter would be twirling, and if you were still alive somehow, you would just see this Goofy coming towards and everything you've ever loved disappears.
I just want to imagine
Art
that, like, the
kills.
only... that the only way to survive this extinction event is like these cultists just come out just chanting, "It's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse." Just
And they sacrifice people to him.
yeah, and it keeps them at bay for another like
No, the cult
100
is
years.
called the Mickey House, the Mickey House Clubhouse.
The Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
The Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Come inside.
It's fun inside, and they let him go for the chains. He barrels towards Goofy. The gravitational force has become so strong that like his relative reference frame just like completely shifts, and he just slows down to everyone else's perspective. And they just watch him slowly move towards the Goofy, infinitely slower and slower.
Oh yeah, because that's how black holes
Yeah,
work.
that's how. So basically, to everyone else's perspective, around the black hole is a bunch of bodies just sitting there as they plummet towards the Goof. Even though to their perspective they're already dead.
That would be some cultist shit right there.
That's so weird. Think about it. If you like barrel towards a black hole and you're somehow alive throughout the process, you get close, and to your perspective, you're just dead. You're immediately dead. Not even like split second. But everybody else's perspective, it takes like all of eternity for you to get to the end.
Damn. Hey, it's like that one thing that you taught me about calculus that one night. How it gets
approaching.
he
approaches Goofy.
approaches, but it never gets there.
I guess so, kinda. If it was infinitely massive, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Alien world, see the giant thing in the distance, and like, they don't know human culture at all. They never met us, and they just go, "Oh my God, it's Goofy!" They don't even know who Mickey is. They just know
They
Goofy.
know it's Goofy.
Oh God, no, they have like a god, and half of them look like Goofy.
And it looks.
Oh no, it's Goof!
It's the great Goofinator. Destroyer
They
of
start-
universes.
They start praying to the statues. Please,
We are not worthy.
we are not worthy. And then somebody will rise up. It shall be an honor to join the Goof.
He takes out a sacrificial dagger, just stabs himself in his heart.
Join the Goof.
Join the Goof! And he just starts floating towards him.
He has ascended, brothers.
Brothers, our martyr! He is joining the great Goof.
Yes. Why is the first thing that everybody does become like a cult and just join him?
I don't know.
No, that's
And
what
the
you-
great Winnie the Pooh world looks on in disgust. They
Would
took
be
my
safe.
fucking eyes, Piglet. They took my fucking eyes.
Imagine that this Goofy absorbs everything in the observable universe somehow. Has enough time, which I don't even think is possible, no matter what speed it would be moving.
Mhm.
But it's able to absorb everything. It just... That's how the Big Bang happened. It's Goof!
It's Goofy. It was
Goofy
Goofy the
roams
whole
around the-
time.
Goofy roams around the universe collecting everything, then he goes to the center and
Just
burns anew.
Art kills.
Art creates.
Art creates.
Art creates.
First you must kill, but then, you know. Art
Isn't there
rebirths.
Yeah, isn't there
Like the Renaissance.
Yeah, isn't there a... Isn't that a quote from a philosopher? It was something art related, and it's like... It like murders you first, and then it births you again.
I am not a philosophy man. You are, so you would know.
I don't know, but that's very interesting.
Very interesting.
I don't
indeed.
know. Goofy, are you trying to tell us something? Also, I like the idea that maybe we're just living our lives, it's happening to someone else, right?
Uh-huh.
And all of a sudden, we're living a normal life. We never see this coming. Not a shred of possibility. We look and we see a giant Goofy coming at us, and we're like, "Oh, this is it.
Oh.
This is it.
Oh, this is how we die as a civilization and a world."
And imagine like what the news would do, and there's like, so we're dying to a giant Goofy.
We have like approximately like 3, maybe 4 hours left of like life.
Yeah, mate, I don't get it.
I didn't think that.
Imagine
I
the
thought
pure
I was
shock there. Like every historian in history, like this is how the Earth is gonna end.
Yep.
And it's just a Goofy that starts coming towards the planet.
It's just goof. It's just goof. It was goof the whole time.
I feel like the pure absurdity just couldn't be comprehended.
Yeah.
Like it'd be coming at you and you still wouldn't get it. You're like, oh my god, we're just all of humanity is just gonna
Maybe
die.
he'll miss.
Maybe he'll miss.
Maybe this is a dream. Or like, imagine people see that and they think it's coming to Earth, and it actually just does miss.
No, he gets here and he just starts spinning around. He goes back,
spinning around.
Or no,
Not today.
He does when when you get a when you like when your basketball's going around like the rim.
Yeah.
He just starts circling
He
around.
starts circling around.
It's like whoa.
And he slows down at one bit and he just starts moving in that direction. He gets like intertwined with the orbit for a second, and he's like,
Yeah.
You know what? Nah, I'm gonna go this way.
And he just like, and by that point, the entire Earth would be destroyed, right? Houses would be ransacked.
Yeah.
I'm assuming people would just do whatever because they know their end is coming.
Everything would just turn to anarchy.
And then everybody has to go back.
Imagine
the next
Goofy.
day.
Imagine
Everybody would have to go. Think about that. Everyone almost dies, and then they have to go to work the next day.
No way they would.
They're like, so I know like I murdered your family and your kids. It was just the heat of the moment, you know. Goofy was coming.
Imagine Goofy passes Earth and goes into the direction of the galaxy that's gonna collide with ours, and he just kind of just eats that. He saves us from mass extinction.
And he does like he goes wink.
And then like he was moving in one direction the entire time, and then all of a sudden he puts his hands on his hips and goes, yuck. And it can be heard all across the known universe.
Even though there's no even air to move it,
there's no sound.
He still says yuck.
Yuck.
And all of that one moment in time, every atom in the universe shakes in the right dilation to make us hear the word yuck. Every atom in the universe shakes.
Goofy, destroyer of worlds.
And like astronomers are looking through a telescope, and they look at this Goofy, and he's standing there like with his hands on his hips, and he just winks at her, like ding, I saved you guys.
And it makes a star.
Yeah.
He winks and it makes an actual star.
It winks. It looks like a fake star, and then it combusts into an actual like red giant.
He winks and a star comes out, and then it instantly supernovas. And then he disappears.
And then he just like zooms up.
Yeah. No, he uses the supernova as like a smoke screen.
But you can see him running away.
Yeah,
He's just like,
He's just going, oh.
I gotta make this look good. My presentation's all that matters.
So there's 2 possible solutions as to Goofy.
Why do we
Goofy
make
art turning into a black hole? Either he destroys Earth, or he saves us from an apocalypse event. Goofy, the savior or destroyer of worlds.
I like the idea that Goofy's like we just turned Goofy into a deity, basically.
He becomes a
giant.
religion.
Like Big John.
Goofarianism.
Goofarianism. That sounds like a political or a social kind of.
Yeah, like totalitarianism.
Yeah,
Sounds
like
kinda
a
like
political
that.
kind of.
Yeah.
Goofarianism. Goofy shall decide our laws. And he gets like really tired of calling them for everything. Like,
he has one of those like old phones where
Yeah.
you have to like dial up. He holds it to his head. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Then he hangs up and he dials again.
Goof. What we gotta know what to do about. We got a bunch of what's a social issue that's not too controversial?
Too much garbage in the ocean?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh no, but what about the people that believe in pollution? Aw. Dang
Believe
it.
in pollution.
Now they're gonna come knocking at our door. We're gonna get so much hate for this.
People who believe in pollution or people who don't believe
They openly support it.
They openly support. Yeah, go.
They just go like, fuck the ocean.
I've never heard somebody just go, you know what, the ocean deserves it. They understand that what's
Fuck
happening.
that giant soup. I can't eat it, therefore it shall not exist.
I just imagine somebody, they believe that like what humans are doing is hurting the ocean, and they still like, yeah,
They're just like, yeah, keep it going.
keep it going, kill that soup.
Kill that soup. It's going into the air. Kill that air. Yeah. It's separating us from our true body without this ozone layer or whatever you call it.
Get rid of that ozone. We need to let the goof in when he comes.
We need to see the stars.
We need to see the beauty. Of course, we're not seeing the stars with all these atoms. Get
Atoms.
rid of the atoms.
Get rid of these atoms. Disgusting. There are atoms on me. Ugh. I don't believe in showers, but ugh.
Wait, I don't think that makes sense.
It doesn't. That's,
Oh,
that's
okay.
the point.
What were we talking about a second ago?
Goof.
No. It was
Goofarianism.
some- yeah.
Answering.
It's like, what are we gonna do about all the plastic in the ocean? He's like, yuck, I'm tired of all your nonsense. You understand? I got like 5 other religions. All right. How many planets do you think I visit a week? Yeah, you're not special humans.
Personally, I like the Quimbins off in the distance.
Yeah,
They
Quimbins
actually,
are good. Yeah.
they actually know who I am, unlike you guys and your popular capitalist rat. That Michael Mouse.
That Michael. Michelle Mouse. Is that the next one with Curious Jorge?
Michelle Mouse and Curious Jorge. I've never heard.
You never heard
I've
Curious
never
Jorge?
heard Curious Jorge.
And then there's Michelle Mouse.
Michelle Mouse. Curious Jorge. Danielle Duck.
Danielle.
And Silly. Not even Goofy, he's just called Silly.
No, what's a good one for Goofy?
If I knew.
Yucky.
Yeah, I feel like the Spanish word
Yeah.
for funny would be great, but I forget the Spanish word for funny.
Phone, go.
You have phone.
Yes, you do not have phone?
I do have phone, but it's in my pocket. Yours is right next to you.
Take that.
Okay, listen up here, you little shit.
I put my phone in my pocket, by the way.
you just threw.
You know what? I've had it. Next topic.
Tu es no gracioso. Wait a second.
You okay?
Hold on.
Curious Jorge.
Curious Jorge. Hold on, I'm gonna go to Google Translate. Spanish to English. What is funny? It is gracioso. I literally just said it.
What is funny?
It's funny. Gracioso, graciosa. Oh, and then there's divertido. I said that so weirdly. There's diver. I'm too American to say this. And then there's comico. Man, I probably could.
So, I can go into more philosophy stuff if you want.
I feel like Big Goof.
Big Goof was our limit. That was our peak.
It was our
We'll
peak.
never reach that.
This is the best episode so far.
Yes. It seems like every episode is the best episode so far.
It just gets better and better, when in reality it's like less than dog shit.
Yeah. Well,
It's like-
it's not saying much, but it is getting better.
First episode was like diarrhea, and then it just keeps going to like maybe a little more solid.
And I don't think we're even there yet.
And then eventually we get to like rotten apple.
Oh, rotten apple.
Like it's all like brown and
20
shriveled
years,
out.
I think, right?
20 years.
20 years it'll take to get
And
there.
and then slowly but surely we'll get to like a Granny Smith that's like wrinkled.
Yeah. We'll be 90 years old and we'll just have something that's okay.
After constant curation of all the topics that we've talked about, we'll have one episode
Imagine if
that's
we
gonna
did
be
this-
amazing, and the rest
Yeah.
are just
Imagine
horrible.
we do this for there's 54 weeks in a year, right?
Yeah.
52. We do this for 50. How old are we?
We are 16.
Right. 80. When do you think you're gonna die?
I couldn't answer that question.
Probably gonna die faster than you, so I'll just say it because that'll be the end no matter what. one of us goes over.
I guess. I mean,
let's go. Let's do an optimistic 80.
optimistic 80. Well, then again, we're not gonna be doing it for our entire life.
But let's
At
see
one
if we
point, we're
did.
gonna start getting too old to do things.
I mean, 80. I think you can talk.
Yeah, but
Let me
I'm
just
gonna
see.
try to lift the computer and I'm gonna
Wait,
pull a
is it-
muscle.
Is it
I'm gonna
50?
break 13 bones.
Is it 54 or 52
54, 52.
weeks in a year?
365 or 364 days in a year.
All right, that's a smart way to do it.
Yeah, and then just divide that by 7.
52.
Cool.
So 64 times 52. That'd be 3,328 episodes of the podcast if we theoretically did this for the next. Give me a moment. Until we were 80.
For the next until we were 80.
Until the next 64 years.
Yeah, there you
If
go.
we did it every week for 64 years, we'd have 3,000 episodes. Almost 4,000.
That would be insane having
and also imagine
3,000 1-hour episodes.
Yes.
It would be like the
That would
that
be-
one episode on YouTube one video that's just every time it's X movie but this happens and it swaps to the other movie, then it swaps
Yeah.
to another movie, then it
Yeah.
swaps to another movie. It's just that. It's just gonna but on a much smaller scale because that goes to the end of the universe.
Think about that. If we did this for every single week, our entire lives, right?
Mhm.
We'd have, and let's just say nobody watched it, which is probably the most likely.
Oh yeah, very likely.
We'd have a full catalog of our lives up there somewhere in the internet that nobody knows about. Long after we're dead. Hopefully YouTube doesn't we gotta get rid of this. We don't need this extra
YouTube
space.
just goes nah,
Nah.
no ad revenue, fuck off. Waste of server space. Just pushes us off, pushes the server
Delete.
rack.
But think about that. Our entire, an entire category, 3,500 episodes of our lives
Yeah,
on, just sitting there.
yeah. Undiscovered, yeah. That's
And, usually when you see something that's just, 11 years old, 12 years old on YouTube, you're thinking, oh, that's a while ago. This
Yeah.
would be 60 years ago.
when we were but tiny little lads,
But-
at the end of our high school years, to dying of old, just old age.
Just old.
Just old, not even old age. We're just dying of old.
That's just so, I don't know, I was thinking about it before, and I got, really, you gotta really think about it, though. Think your entire life, or, not your entire life, but having a full catalog of all of these things, of yourself,
Mhm.
online. It's like taking a sample of yourself and putting it in a machine so that people can look at it later.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like putting a sample of your personality into a machine so that people can see it. Especially with a podcast, it's basically just your personality over years, recorded and dilated here.
Well, then again, we did miss a couple weeks, so it might be a
We
slightly
did.
less
Okay,
episode.
let's just say 3,000.
3,000.
That's still a
About.
lot. 3,000 hours of content.
Mm.
That's about how long my sisters played Sims 6.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Sims
about.
4, I'm sorry.
I forgot about. Wait, is it?
I
for-
keep thinking Civ 6. Sims 4, she has 4,000 hours.
Jesus Christ.
3,000 hours, 4,000 hours, yes.
How many?
Think about that.
I can't do quick maths. How many days is that? It's
Straight days.
it's just normal days. Man, I cannot think.
Don't worry, I got it.
Okay.
I got you. 125 straight days. Sorry, I spit that.
Yeah, don't worry.
I was shocked. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I understand.
125 days straight. That's a third of a year, I think. That's think about 1/3 of your year.
1/3 of a year.
1/3 of a year. Doing nothing all day, every day, but playing Sims 4.
That is how? Is it like the same save?
No.
No.
She does a bunch of different things.
Imagine doing the same save for like a third of a year.
Everybody in the community would be dead. Sims is not good at regulating that. I hear my sister talk about it a lot of times. 1/3 of your year. And also think about that. That means everything that we would record, play non-stop 24/7, would last a third of a year.
Jesus.
Just constantly playing. That's like that's a third of a year of pure us. It's just maybe 2/3 of like, if let's say you spend it. Okay, let's just say you spend, because it's about a third. You spend 8 hours. If you watch that every day, it's like you'd be spending 8 hours with us every day for a straight year. That's how much content there is here.
Content.
That's how much audio file there is here.
That's how much just straight audio, straight vibration going on.
Yes. That's a full year.
That's a lot. That's a lot. I probably won't understand it until like it's like midnight. I'm laying in bed, and then the existential like just everything just starts hitting me, and I just start crying.
And you're like, oh wait.
Oh shit.
Oh wait.
Like, oh my god.
That's ridiculous.
It is quite ridiculous. You know what else is ridiculous? Salmonella Academy.
Oh, yay, transition.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of the... I've been watching
Not
a lot
enough
of
property damage.
Not enough property damage. I've been watching, rewatching those episodes recently. It's so interesting, everything that he goes over. He has like a catalog of all the weirdest shit that's like happened in history. And like, he does it in like these short like 3 to 7 minute videos. What was his longest video, I wonder? And they're all poorly drawn, but they're still like interesting to watch.
Yeah.
There's something about the way he draws things,
It
stick
sucks.
figures, that's both disgusting but like alluring, you know? It's like disgusting, but it fits.
His longest video. I'll go through them.
Alright.
8:32, 8:40, marks the record, 8:43.
But that man, he really had a collection. So you would say.
6:23, Banana Republics.
Well, yeah. I actually just watched that one before he came here.
Yeah, I like that one too. So 6 minutes. Oh wait, no, there was a greater. There was 8. I'm silly.
8 minutes.
Yeah, I went through them all. So I think 8
Wow,
minutes.
he really does not have that
Yeah,
many.
8:43. That's the longest one. He was. I know we always say this, but he was pretty funny.
Yeah, he was
very funny.
He
And
was just pretty good at dark humor.
They were well written, and I could rewatch them over and over again. And it
Mhm.
sucks that he just like.
Yeah, it sucks, but like, eventually that's gonna happen to like every YouTuber. They're gonna get tired. They're not gonna want to do it anymore.
I think he was in college though.
Yeah, he was in college.
And he did it for like 3 years.
Yeah. An astute, lively young man, if you will.
Yeah.
Real interesting shit. From the interest of how the fuck is Michael
Think of it.
Malloy still alive to holy shit.
Yeah,
was
could-
Terrare an actual living
Our
person?
entire lives, we will never see him, and we'll only the only example of human that we'll have of him is those videos.
Those videos. There's definitely like, I liked history beforehand, but after Salmonella, holy shit. What else happened?
Well, I think it's just like
Can't just
he
leave
likes
me on a
telling
cliffhanger.
stories, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I think the funniest one to me was his a miscellaneous Monday of
don't
life
think I
story.
watched those.
You didn't watch
Oh,
those?
life story?
Yeah,
Oh, it was like
his
the,
own
the
story.
fire.
Not the fire.
Oh, I remember it then.
When he was like 11, kid named Tyrone and another kid that was like a 5th grader. I don't know. I don't want to say the joke because it's kind of inappropriate.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
as many times as I may swear on this podcast, it's still like,
Yeah, it's a bit much
it's
for
a bit
me.
much. It's a bit much.
Okay.
It's just the way he said hip check.
I have never seen it, so I don't get the context.
There's a fifth grader who basically hip checked like I don't know how old the other guy was.
What is hip check?
It's basically pushing somebody with the side of your hip.
Oh.
Except the kid was small enough so that the fifth grader kind of just like hip checked him and hit the kid in the head, the skull.
Okay.
I was laughing for a good 5 minutes for no reason, other than the fact that he said hip check.
I don't know, he has so many good quotes though.
Oh yeah, definitely. I liked the one Scandalous Popes episode where the guy who was really mad at the other pope that was already dead, Formosus, dressed him up in popey clothes after he was, dead, long deceased.
Yeah.
Basically held trial. I wish I could quote it because it was very smooth how he said it.
Yeah.
It was like, damn it, you better 3-point this bitch into the brimy deep before I raise hell.
Then he hired somebody in to to control his arms.
Oh yeah, Deacon controlled his arm. It was so fucking hell. That man had a gift for sharing weird history.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe he just ran out of stuff to do, I don't know.
I mean, it's very possible.
I think he was doing chemical engineering.
Oh, was he?
School, yeah.
I didn't know too much about salmonella personally.
I can say I don't either, Dad.
All I know is that he was a man from Delaware. That is it.
Yeah, I think he went to a good college. He got a free ride to college.
Oh, nice. That's good for him. That's very good for him.
He's doing good.
I hope he's doing well as well.
So, along the same idea of things being remembered.
Yep.
I was looking on Spotify.
Oh,
and
boy.
I found this one artist.
Yep.
And it was just called Somnes.
What?
Sommes. No,
Sommes?
Sommes. Sommes.
Somas?
They have 5 songs, and that's it. They were made. It's 5 songs. And Spotify they don't say how many listens they have if it's under 1,000.
Yeah.
And all of them are under 1,000. Let me see if I can find it. And it just got me thinking. I was like, that's so odd.
Are they good songs? Have you listened to them?
But I know how low it is because I think this song was the highest before. And then I tried one day where I listened to all of them just to try them out.
Yep.
And then I listened to only this one, and then it went first. Meaning that the viewership is so low on most of these songs that either they're all tied, and I balanced it out, or nobody has listened to them.
Do you know when they made these songs and posted it on
I
Spotify?
can try to look. I tried Google searching for so long, nothing.
Nothing.
I found nothing, and I had to very clearly every single word of everything, and it popped up one little article, buy on Amazon the songs.
It's so nothing. It's equal to our nothing.
Yeah.
Our nothing of this podcast, that is.
0 monthly followers or listeners. 2018.
Huh.
Which is actually 3 years ago.
Yeah, 3, almost 4.
Really? Oh, crap.
Yeah, it's fucking October.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, it's October for skeleton time.
Oh, no.
Fuck yeah. 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 Skeleton time. Oh man, I love fucking Halloween. I love October. Favorite fucking month. Besides all the school starting again, all that stuff happening. And you know me, I like learning, but I don't like school.
Yeah. I like
it's okay.
learning, I just don't like working or having
I like
I don't want to learn.
Yeah.
Or doing it every day.
Yeah. I like learning, but on my own time, on stuff that I'm interested in.
That's like saying I like building, but I don't like using hammers and nails.
I'm sorry, man, but...
Are you okay?
I don't know, man, but what am I gonna use JFK's assassination for in my daily life?
Sometimes it's funny.
Yeah, okay, you got a point.
Comedy.
There are a lot of comedic bits on JFK. It's so bad. As a peruser of dark jokes, it's great, but it's also bad. It's always so good.
It's so
when it's so bad.
Back to this.
The more dark it is, the better the joke it is.
Back to this. It's the thing's just called Somas.
Uh-huh.
It's the one thing is Sackville to Mantino.
What?
Those may be city names. I don't know. And there's 5 songs: Twin, Heartbeats, Circles, These Aliens, and Before There Were Aviaries. And that's it. They have no followers, no listeners. They have almost no listens. And I was listening to it. I'm like, I may be basically the only person to listen to this.
Huh. How does that
it's
feel,
so,
Monkey?
Unique. It's so unique because you listen to this and you're like, this sucks, but
this sucks, but I'm the first.
No, it's okay. It's actually it's okay, and somebody out there would actually like it, probably.
What kind of music is it? Is it like you don't play it just in case?
Wait, let me test something.
No.
Okay, so it mutes. Cool. I can mute it if I want.
Well, no, because that would just interrupt the podcast.
No,
it's
I'll
fine.
mute it for 5.
No. Just tell me. Is it country? Is it
I'll play the first 5 seconds.
Oh
Give us a second. Okay, we're back.
Okay, so after a quick listen, it's
just
like ambience, instrumental
Yeah,
ambience, like background music.
I guess it's so weird though, because nobody listened to it. Maybe the people who made it a few times.
Yeah.
Right? No monthly listeners, nothing. I don't know why. It really made me think a bit. I was like, I'm the only person likely to hear this.
It's my special song.
It's my special song. It's like you find a little. It's like find a little. What's the one story about the kids who go to that one play area, and they'd use the swing to get there, and the one girl died, and he went through the 5 stages of grief.
I don't think I know that one.
No, it's like the thing that Narnia was based on, I thought.
I have
Bridge to Terabithia.
I have no idea what that is, and I've never watched Narnia, so...
Bridge to Terabithia is like the story of these people who moved out to the country, and then there was this friend on the other side, and he became friends with her, right? Mm-hmm. And then there was this rope on a tree, and they'd swing it to go past this lake, river.
Yep.
To go to the other side, to Terabithia, where they'd play and make up a world and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd go back and forth in an escape. It was kind of like a escape thing. And then one time on the swing, I think she fell and died.
Uh-huh.
And then he was like, no, it's not real. And basically 5-stage grief kind of stuff.
Oh shit. This girl, I don't even... Imagine going through the 5 stages of grief in 5 seconds. Just making vocal noises. Not even words.
Yeah.
It's just
Yours is better. Yours is better. That was great. 5 stages of grief speed run.
Oh shit, my dog died.
Alright, I feel better now.
Okay, I feel better now.
Would that be a good skill to have?
Just being able to
accept
run
something
sadness.
super fast. It means you wouldn't be sad for as long.
But then again, it kind of feels disingenuous that you're not sad, you know?
Would that make you sad because you're being disingenuous?
I feel like there would probably be some other underlying problems if you're able to accept death in 5 seconds.
I imagine I imagine it's one of those vlogging channels hey guys, welcome back to the Buff Alvin Chipmunk gang.
No.
Oh, you don't know about Buff Alvin?
No, I know. That's why I said no.
Buff Alvin.
No.
What do you mean? It's just Alvin Chipmunk. Welcome to the Buff Alvin Chipmunk Gang. Today in this house with Jimmy over here, we're gonna be doing a 5 stages of grief speed run.
Jimmy in the background just dies.
To make it more organic, we're gonna have Jimmy actually die. To be fair, I genuinely care about Jimmy.
Jimmy just goes like, what? Like he has like a corn dog in his mouth.
All right, John. Pull the anvil, and on screen he gets compressed.
Oh my god!
And then the tires up. Everybody goes go, 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 go. And the camera looks at this. Oh, 5 seconds.
Oh, let's go! That's a new record.
He just like what you do with the fist, like when you make a flex. Yeah.
Let's go!
Like the
new record.
And as he circles.
See you later,
yeah.
Jimmy. Nice knowing ya. Thanks for the speedrun record, my man.
Everybody's hopping up and down, like, you did it.
And Jimmy's just like He's not even dead yet. He's just.
Oh wait, he's not dead. Get the axe.
Hold on. I got this. They just snap. Okay, go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
Oh, that's awful.
Poor Jimmy.
Poor Jimmy. That's what you get when you live in a hype house, though.
Yeah, I guess.
Some person's gonna drop an anvil on you, so
eventually you're gonna drop dead one way or another.
5 stages of grief. Imagine the people who are in like those what's it, like the Logan Paul houses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Imagine like specifically Logan Paul people when he's all his friends in there.
Yeah.
Imagine when they're old people, right?
Uh-huh.
They're like 70 years old, 60 years old, right? They're not gonna be doing it anymore, of course.
Yeah.
Probably.
Hopefully.
And they're just gonna be looking back like, oh my god, for like 20 years of my life, maybe like 25, 15, I lived in this house with this guy selling merchandise to children and manipulating them.
Well, that's if they regret it.
Yeah, no, even if they don't regret it, even if they don't regret what they did morally, because they don't if they're doing what they're doing probably.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, they've had to think about it. They're like, oh my god, that's what I did for 60 years. But no, not 60 years. But like a good part of my life, I just lived in this guy's house and played this character that was overly like, yo,
like yo,
yo. That makes me so uncomfortable. Stop that.
Alright, man. Yo. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
All right, that's all I got. What do you want to do real quick? Do you want to do what the hell does that mean? I got one.
Oh sure, if you got one.
What do you do not mean? No. Drum roll, please. Now presenting my cat Newton. Where is he?
He's inside.
Oh, okay. Well, the question is.
Well, we'll present him next time.
This is from a show, I think. I gotta remember it. These characters were in the forest and they were lost, right? One guy
Hansel and Gretel style?
Nah, there's not like they're not going. It's not. Oh, actually, kind of. You know, now that I think about the episode, yeah, a bit.
Yeah, a bit.
Oh wow, look at that. But they didn't die. They kind of just the house was lonely and it was like a cabin in the woods. They went there and they got trapped inside, and because the house wanted people who lived in them.
That's really Hansel and Gretel style.
Yeah, but the house tried giving them free everything that they've ever wanted. To try to keep them in, even though they could never escape because he wanted people to stay with him.
So like he wanted Stockholm syndrome to kick in real quick.
Yeah, he was like Stockholm syndrome speed run.
No, he was like. He was like, no, here, TV, toy, background music, just starts playing saxophone really rushed.
Every song I know, quick. The tree music starts playing.
Meanwhile, the person is like tied up, just like tape over their mouth. Just go,
and then like they slow down. Yo, let's go! Stockholm syndrome.
Okay, let's keep going. Sorry.
So these two characters are lost in the forest, and one one person says like, and then something happened beforehand, and then she went like, now we're both lost. And he said, not true. You're trying to go somewhere in particular, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basically saying that he just doesn't really want to go anywhere in particular.
He's just along for the ride.
Kinda, but like he doesn't really have a mission. He kind of just roams around.
Oh, cool.
So, does that make are you lost? Can you only be lost if you have a destination?
I get, well, I mean, I guess so, yeah, because, like, I'm trying to think of it through, like, some loops, like, say your destination, like, you're going out of your house to get some wood or something, so you go in the forest, get some sticks, and then you get lost, but you don't have a direct destination, but then I start thinking, your destination is to go back home after you get those sticks. So then you would then be... if you just leave home with no clear destination, I guess no, you're not lost. You can be lost from civilization.
Sure.
Or lost from, like...
What about just, like, if you know the area, like,
lost
areas outside
from, like,
the woods?
familiar territory.
Yeah.
Like, you could
you
go
lost
into the unknown. I wouldn't say that's lost if you're planning to get lost. Like...
Oh, yeah, of course, because then you're... Does lost have to do with intention, though?
I would say so, yes.
Like, you're trying to get somewhere and you're not making it?
If you're trying to get somewhere, and, like, halfway through you don't know how to get there, then, yes, you're lost, because you're trying to go to that destination, but via a mistake or some, like, little thing happened. Maybe you slipped over a rock and you fell into a river for a few seconds and you couldn't tell your left from your right. And you didn't understand the area around you, kind of thing.
Then you're lost.
Yes,
well,
lost.
But if you don't care about going anywhere,
then
in particular,
you'll never be lost.
Yeah, I guess that's why
you'll just be nomadic.
I guess that's what the character said. That's why you're going to trying to go somewhere in particular, any particular location, not just home or one like a main thing.
Yep.
Like a town or something. Just any location. If you're trying to go there and you don't know how to get there, then you're lost. If you have an idea in sight of where to go.
I guess if you started from somewhere, because like getting lost always has to start from somewhere, whether it be home, from like a convenience store, the back alley where you got your drugs at, wherever you go. Like, sorry. If you have a starting point and you're trying to get to an end point, but you can't make it to your end point, then yes, you are.
Well, okay, cool. So that does make sense. Cool. I was from Hillsborough.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
I like that show. It's very good.
I've never watched it.
I know it's not even like a subtle kids show. It's a kids show.
Yeah.
But the animation, especially in season 2, is fantastic. So good. In the first episode, I had a seizure when I saw it. There was like this time where the character had to do like a skip take and bend the corner, and I had like a seizure just seeing that. I was like, oh my god, go back! Look at that!
Look, that's smooth animation right there.
Oh, that's so smooth.
You see that, Newton? You see that?
And he's freaking out. He's like, it's a playtime. Laser.
I just imagine, like, in a very deep voice, is it playtime?
Father, I wish to play.
Father, I crave the zoomies.
With the zoomies.
You know what cat zoomies are. You have a damn cat.
What are cat zoomies?
Cat zoomies is basically when your cat goes crazy.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's playtime. It's
I've never heard the term, but
yeah. It's basically play mode
like,
for
basically, in that show, there's a whole, like, secret behind what's actually happening. There's a whole subtext of political, like... There's one part where this new safety organization kind of takes over.
Uh-huh.
Right? And they're like, we gotta protect this Trollberg, this area that's surrounded by this troll
Government be like...
Government be like... And there was an area around just a bunch of trolls and stuff.
Yep.
They're in the middle of the troll country, and they had to build a huge wall around the city. Trolls couldn't get in. Like, we need to tighten the defenses. So they set up these bell towers, which annoy the trolls, right?
Oh, okay.
And they're like, oh
wait,
no.
so the way to fight back against trolls is to annoy them?
No.
Yeah.
But the guy wants to make him angry, so they can attack, and he become a hero, because he's the ancestor of this one guy who's a hero for settling the city.
Oh, I see. So this guy is just wanting... He's doing fraud.
Yes.
He's doing fraud is what he's doing.
You know, like a crime.
You know, like a crime that you can be, fined for
It's
or
actually
put
pretty-
into prison.
And then there was this one, and the colleague.
Something that a hero doesn't do.
The colleague who works with him, who actually kind of cares about the job,
Yep.
is like she's trying to actually help stuff, and he's okay. Never mind. Doesn't matter.
He's like ring a ding a ding, bell go
Ring-a-ling-a-ling.
woo. I just imagine that when
Ring-a-ling-a-ling.
the trolls get annoyed, they break down the wall. He goes to fight him like yeah, and he just gets decimated.
I think you get haymaker.
Yeah, he gets haymakered. He gets left hooked by a troll and he gets sent flying down 7 street blocks.
Either way,
He goes down to the local Arby's. He becomes a part of the beats.
we have the beat.
Yeah, he goes to the Shadow Realm. Right next to the Chick-fil-A.
He goes the speed of light.
He teleports. He gets left hooked and then he just vanishes from existence, appearing.
So the second the fist touches his cheek, it just disappears.
He just disappears. Then he appears at the nearby Burger King.
The Wild Burger King.
Something's going down in Burger King.
Oh yeah, of course the resurrection machines are there.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. It sucks. Our Burger King's only open
We
it
have a
closes
Burger King?
close by.
Oh.
It closes at 4 o'clock, 4 p.m.
Wow.
because they're understaffed.
Oh.
Yeah. So and we have all these coupons. I want to go get Burger King, but they're always closed.
Huh. Doesn't Burger King have like bad burgers? Isn't that like a
no,
comp?
they're kind of good.
They're kinda good.
No, it's better. It's better than. Okay, the main 3.
Yep.
Wendy's definitely number 3. I don't like Wendy's. Their burgers suck.
Yeah, I don't like their burgers either.
And Burger King and McDonald's are actually tied.
That's,
Do you want
haven't
something
had-
that's more of an actual burger, or something that is filled with every single hormone ever?
It's filled with every single chemical composition known to man. There's plutonium in this bitch. You eat this, you become God. You see him for a good 20 minutes.
That's McDonald's. McDonald's, it doesn't even taste like a burger. It tastes like McDonald's. That's actually the marketing strategy. They want to make a unique taste, so when you taste it, you think McDonald's.
That's a good point. I had a McDonald's burger yesterday.
Burger King actually kind of tastes like burgers.
Oh, okay.
And also, they use real grills rather than, I don't know. That's what my dad always said to me.
Personally, I like burgers from what was it? Was it called Texas Longhorn? Is that
Oh,
is that what the restaurant's called?
Longhorn Steakhouse?
Yes, thank you.
Texas Longhorn.
I don't know. I'm bad with names, and it just sounds like a very Texasy place.
Land down under. It's not even Texas.
Yeah, that's Australia. And
Yeah.
the fun fact is Australia isn't actually directly below us. It's
No, I think they just say
Okay.
land down under because it's the main. I guess I'm gonna say back then it was the
Yep.
main civilized kind of area that's in the southern hemisphere.
that's a good point. I might just be really fucking stupid.
Not only Americans say land down under.
Yeah.
Everyone just says that. It's kind of like the
So
thing.
everybody said. Huh.
Especially in Australia.
So
Because when people would,
I
when
guess,
the British
yeah.
ships would set, because British ships used to say, send their prisoners to America, right?
Yep.
Instead they started sending them to Australia, and people were like, okay, time to go to the land down under.
And now we have 2 different places. We have America, which doesn't have a cool accent. Then we have Australia, who has a cool accent.
Well, we have burgers. They also have burgers, but our burgers are 10 times more unhealthy.
Our
so.
burgers are 10 times larger.
We have hot dogs. We have what was that Charles Jr. and Hardee's commercial? Do you remember that? With,
I don't.
It was a 16-decker
Oh my god, I
hamburger.
want that.
There was 3 levels of burgers with cheese,
Yeah.
hot dogs, potato chips, pickles, everything.
I am an American.
It was called the All-American Burger.
Well, I'm an All-American.
I'm an All-American boy.
I'm an All-American boy.
What was I talking about? I'm keeping distracted. Oh, either way, there's this creature called the Vitra, and they have tunnels that go under the city that even go outside underneath the walls. And everybody's and this is where the Vitra live. It's their entire communities under there.
So they're like an ant colony, basically.
Yeah, but they're more humanoid.
Oh, okay. That's
They're not. They don't look like humans, but they can talk and stuff.
Oh, they have civilization under there.
Yeah,
They're like
yeah.
dwarves,
Yes.
like me.
Yeah. An overgrown dwarf.
An overgrown dwarf.
But and then he saw, and then the guy figured out about all these tunnels and like, oh god, this is a big safety hazard. We have to start filling them in with cement.
Oh,
So
that's not good.
So it was just in the background. It was not even the main part of the episode.
It wasn't even the main point.
Hilda, the main character, was just doing something else with her life, trying to get to the bay and do something. And this is, and
meanwhile,
and there was construction around the entire city, filling in these tunnels. And then she was like, sorry, we can't let you through here. This construction, we have to fill in these tunnels.
Why would
you
you
go
even?
around? And it's not even a main part of the story. Nobody really cares. It's just everybody thinks past it. But this entire civilization of humanoid creatures is getting displaced from their home.
What? That's how you make a war happen. That's how wars happen. That's how wars
start. And the
start.
Vitras are actually jumping out trying to attack the people who
Yeah.
are like working on the construction, as you see a little bit of. And one of them goes in like a Boston accent. Get 'em, boys! And they start, and then the lady construction worker is like, okay, I'll help. But she picks up her shovel and she walks off screen with it like this.
To the Vitras?
I'm assuming to like kill the Vitras, yes. And that's completely not even thought of.
It's not even thought. Wow.
Isn't that that's part of that is why I like the show a lot. Because there's so many layers that are happening in the background. Things from every episode are crossing over, even if it's not the main focus of the story.
There's like a big iceberg going on here. Like
Hilda iceberg.
That
I actually had the phone game for a while because I liked all the creatures so much.
Yeah.
The like the mystical. I think it's actually in Iceland. I tried to pinpoint where they actually were in the world. I think it's Iceland because trolls, elves, so far, small elves specifically.
Yeah.
Like the mini ones.
58% of Iceland people.
Oh
believe
yeah.
That
Yeah. 1990, I think that was right.
1990.
Oh yeah, real quick, just so we didn't know. In a 1990 study showed that 58.
Yep,
58% of Icelandic people actually believed in elves.
In 1990.
1990.
10 years before the 21st century.
Well, that's 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's not actually that long ago.
Okay, think about it this way.
But that's
think about the distance from 2000 to 1970.
Yeah.
That's the same distance from 1990 to now.
Wow.
Yeah. Think about
Okay, now I see where the midlife crisis is coming.
1990 to the 60s. That's the same amount of time from 1990 to now.
Well, boys, we did it.
We did it.
We are somehow even more fucked.
Imagine all the changes from the 60s to 1990. And then think about all the changes from 1990 to now. I can't even think of that many differences. Maybe Nintendo's a thing now.
1970 to 1990.
No, 1960s.
Oh, 1960s?
To 1990.
Oh, shit!
Yeah!
That's...
I think time's just slowed down. I know, we're gonna end it. So, what do you think about that?
Oh my god. The midlife crisis kicked in at like the end of the episode. Yeah. It's supposed to be like, maybe like 4/5 in.
Humanity's gonna die.
Eventually.
Well, like soon. If we're like this close, we haven't even expanded that much.
Oh, did you hear in the news that America's like running out of money?
Oh, is that the thing?
Yeah, that's the thing going on.
Oh,
right now.
actually no. I think my sister showed me the meme.
Yeah, it's in,
no,
like,
Chris did.
It's in tremendous debt right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a shame.
Yeah.
I don't really know what that's gonna do because I have tiny boy brain that doesn't really dabble in politics.
Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about it all that much.
Yeah.
Taxes probably.
Probably. But
bonds maybe.
I thought you said bombs for a second.
Give us your tax money or we'll bomb you.
Give us your tax money or we're gonna bomb your entire neighborhood.
I want to say bomb your...
Oh, okay.
Give us your money or
Give us your money or we're gonna bomb your ass.
Alright.
You have to say it fast in like a slightly Boston or New York accent.
Yeah.
Give us your money.
And then they have to put it through one of those like old
like a radio.
Yeah, one of those old recording filters.
Yeah, radio.
Just for the fun of it.
Just for the fun of it.
Alright. Thank you for joining us for Midnight Crisis. I hope you had a midlife crisis.
On paper.
I'm Monkey.
And we hope you have a good night.
Let's see what happens to the government in a few days.
Oh god, it's either gonna be really bad. I don't even know what's gonna happen, man. The future is really weird, yeah.
I mean, they didn't. I don't know how much they actually freaked out about it. Like, I haven't even heard that much about it.
Eh.
My parents barely talked about it.
Life goes on.
So I feel
shit
like
happens.
maybe, yeah.
We'll
Alright.
see you when we see you.
Bye.
Bye.